Hi everyone. I'm very glad to be here in front of you today to present with BioChain. But first, let me talk to you about our the founder of this. So he's based in Dubai, and actually 1 year ago he received one of his friends. So she came to visit him in Dubai, but unfortunately she was sick, so she went to the hospital and she was given a treatment. But after 3 days she felt really bad, so she went back there and they found that they gave to her the wrong treatment. It was totally incompatible with her. Thank God today she's okay. So basically it made us curious, and we wanted to know and to check online what were so does it often happens or not, and what was the problem. And we found after some quick research that every year around the world, on average, about 43 million people are being harmed by medical errors. Yeah. And only in the United States, more than 250,000 people are killed because of this. So, in the same time, we have also found that instead of having doctors have this data ready to be read, but nothing, just hackers can have it easy, and in one time, in one very moment, in a few minutes, teams of hackers can steal about 78 million people's medical records, and it costs to this from this American insurance company, it costs to them more than $40 million to recover everything. So why medical data are not properly protected and shared? So we think that the data sensitivity needs to be respected because of all the compliances and the privacy needs of this. And we have think about it, and we have decided to create this software and hardware solution based on a blockchain and based on a hyperledger architecture blockchain. So we are creating this private blockchain. The goal is to create this all-in-one solution, one part the medical software management solution, and on the other part this security data software in the blockchain. So we just decentralized everything. We just take all the centralized databases and decentralized it. So it will be supported by a hardware solution that will be easy to use, plug and play, and it will do the mining and store the data and share it, distribute it around all the pairs. So our customers will be first all the medical stakeholders who are talking about laboratories, pharmacies, hospitals, clinics. So we are about to launch 2 pilots, the first in Dubai because we're based there, and the second in France because we're French. So it's in negotiations now currently, and our second customer segment are insurance companies. So we are helping them with spending of money and also with all the data of the fraud of the insurance companies. So it helps everyone. The goal would be a doctor can treat a patient just by knowing his name very quickly, and also to respect all the privacy and all the compliances. This is our goal currently. So this is our team. So actually the 3 members, the 3 founders met each other working in Apple, California years ago, and they now have 4 years experience in blockchain working together in Dubai, and they raised this project less than 1 year or so. You can see we have some medical advisor for giving us all the medical side, and also strategic advisor. Then we had some rewards from previous projects, so we have really this expertise, we think. So how do we make money? So basically on transaction fees, sorry. So what I call transaction fee is all the input and output of data in the blockchain, then the selling and the leasing of the hardware, and also some other features that the blockchain can provide to us. So today we need about 500,000 euros or dollars. What is it for? It is for carrying the research and the pilots to can offer something ready and something good, and also to all the patents, to put all them and to be ready to offer and to have this MVP ready. Thank you very much. My name is Adam and it was BioChain.
Jury?
Okay, maybe from the next one we start, we change the order. So, three quick questions. So the first one, you mentioned that, because I want to understand what kind of need you want to address. You started with this medical errors, huge market, but then you jump into the to the data threads. So I want to understand what you're actually trying to address: medical errors, or more, or rather the threads in terms of taking the data out of different databases, because I couldn't understand. So that's the first question. The second one, how do you, to what extent your solution can be integrated with existing HIS systems at the hospitals, mainly because you're not entering the empty market. Mm-hmm. And the last one, you mentioned the IP, very important. So actually, what is under this IP policy? So what is patented hardware, or I know the way you implement that or integrate that? I just want to understand what you mean by this.
So we are solving, I would say, two issues, two needs, but we think that those two needs are linked together, because why the data is not shared around the world, why we don't have this global accessibility, we do believe that it is because of the sensitivity of the data. So if we can make it safe, it will be easier to share it, and to avoid, if you can avoid the hacks and the leaks, you will be able to share it and to be more confident when you share it. So this is for your first question. Sorry, the second was about
HIS systems.
Yeah. So yeah, of course it is. So this only one solution will be this, but at the beginning, when we will work with our first customers, our first partner, we will approach them with this idea of working with them on the current offer, what they have, and we can integrate it, because the current software they use, they are just linked with via an FTP protocol to their database. So we can integrate it here and arrive and just make, instead of putting it in a central database, in a server protected by companies that ask a lot of money because they have the expertise and more than 20 years experience for most of them, we just put the data in a blockchain. So we are enough skilled for this. And for your third question, sorry.
What do you protect?
Yeah. What do we protect? It's this plug and play blockchain, because every blockchain is different, and our because of the needs of the medical is going to be even more different, because most of the blockchain can only go in one way, like you just add blocks and blocks, and you can change the data, because we know that it happens in the medical area that you have to change something, and sometimes you do mistakes, and don't be able to change it will be very problematic.
Okay, just one short question. The pharmacy business is a business of with your debt, and the debt is the biggest stakeholder of this business. I would be interested in one area. Do you have any partner who will bring you into this quite isolated and clustered business? Like you need a partner, because this is by far the biggest business in the world.
Sure.
So are you going to offer some smart application, or do you have the real partner who will take you into this circle of trust?
We know that we don't have a big name that can make people trusted, but what we have is this expertise first, and we also have a partner in France, the second big national insurance company, and those are the people that will give us, we are in negotiations with them will be able to deal with some of pharmacists they are working with. So they manage about 1,000 pharmacists in France. We hope to be able to reach about like a few for starting, and if of course that French insurance company see good results, they would like to give us the opportunity with more and more. I can give you some details.
Sorry, Evgeny, we're going to have to cut you there. Strict instructions, I'm afraid. Your two colleagues ate all the time. Thank you, Adam.